Hi everybody, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast. Before I get started with the reading, I just want to take a second and thank all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you for all of your likes, your shares, your comments, and just all of your support. If you are interested in receiving additional guidance aside from the weekly or monthly tarot forecast that I offer on my channel, please head over to either Facebook or Instagram and follow me there because I do actually draw and upload a daily oracle guidance card every single day. And if you are interested in receiving a private reading from me, please head over to northeasttarot.com. I do have it linked below in the description bar. And read about how I offer my private readings. I do still have available the 2017 yearly readings, so if you are interested in that, please head over there. I will be offering them for a limited time only. And also, please watch your sun, moon, and rising sign for these general tarot forecasts. These are just general forecasts, and I do recommend that you watch all three. If you do not know what your rising or moon sign are, I do have linked below in the description bar a website that can calculate that for you for free. So again, I just want to thank you guys for all of your support. I do wish you a wonderful week. Stay tuned for the reading. Hi Leo, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of January 16th through the 22nd. This is for Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and Leo Rising signs. All right, Leo. So at the bottom of the deck, I do have the Strength card, and Strength does represent your sign, Leo. Strength does represent you having that inner strength, Leo. So for some Leos this week, you definitely could be taking matters into your own hands. You definitely could be taking back your power in some way or taking this bull by the horns. Strength speaks about control. For other Leos, this is you maybe needing to go within and really needing to rely upon your inner strength when it comes to waiting on a particular matter. And for some Leos, there could be definitely some divine timing at play here. So when divine timing is at play, patience is required. But I definitely see many of you coming through very strong this week, definitely very passionate as well. The overall energy is the Ace of Wands. This is really nice. So the Ace of Wands is the overall energy. I see many of you incredibly, incredibly passionate. For me, this is the most passionate card within the entire deck, but also you're going to be incredibly creative, maybe a bit more fiery this week, Leo. But the Ace of Wands can represent a new beginning. So for some of you, this can be a new relationship. For others, this can be a new project or a new hobby, something that you're starting, something that's very exciting. For others, this could be a new home. This could be a new job. This could be a very passionate new beginning for some Leos. You also could be having some sort of creative idea for some Leos. You definitely could be manifesting something this week. And being creative might have something to do with it. Maybe following your heart, following, your passion, Leo here. So with the King of Wands, no matter if you're male or female, this is definitely for many of you, you taking action. When the King of Wands wants something, he goes for it. He has a ton of energy. He's a very passionate, ambitious, creative individual. So for many of you, this is you taking action and starting something new here. So if you're a Leo that is starting something new this week, with the Wheel of Fortune here, this is a very blessed new beginning. The Wheel of Fortune is speaking about the timing being right. So for some of you, it's the right time to maybe start to manifest this new beginning. This wheel is maybe starting to turn for you. The Wheel of Fortune represents a very blessed, fortunate energy. So for some of you, it's the right time to maybe start this project or to begin to manifest some wonderful new beginning within your life. And we actually see a nice progression. We have the Ace of Wands here as the overall energy, and then I do have the Ten of Wands here. So for some of you, I'm definitely sensing this energy of you having to wait. So for some of you, you might have been waiting on this Ace of Wands for quite some time. With the 10 of Wands, it can be a bit burdensome or even a little stressful. So for some of you, this is a cycle that's completing. You have 2 10s here, so definitely see many Leos completing a chapter within their life, moving on to that next chapter, leaving behind maybe a more stressful, burdensome period, and you're moving forward here. You're starting something new. Now, for some of you, the only real caution I have for you is you might be a little impatient when it comes to this. With the Knight of Swords, I think that for some of you, you've been waiting already for maybe a little while now. So this is your energy wanting to really charge forward, wanting things to happen very quickly. But I feel like divine timing is very much at play here. So for some Leos, you want this to manifest very quickly. It is coming in, it's the right time, but I think that patience is going to be required here. So I don't see many of you rushing right into this. I feel like you want to, but for some of you, you're going to have to be patient. I know that's not your favorite word. Nobody likes hearing that. But things are very much happening for a reason at this time. So just needing to keep the faith, needing to trust in your angels and your guides. This is definitely happening when it's meant to happen here. With Temperance, this is you needing to be patient. This is patience and moderation with Temperance. So needing to be patient. What's interesting is we have Temperance sitting with the Devil. So you don't see this too often. The Devil can be someone obsessing about something. It can be a restrictive energy. It can be someone really doing things in excess and not taking their time with something. And then Temperance is the complete opposite. This is really taking your time with something. So for some of you, you could be obsessing about this new beginning. Again, you might want it to happen very quickly, but there's this element of needing to be patient, needing to kind of go with the flow. This is a wonderful energy. It is a healing energy. It's you becoming more balanced in general. Let me just see what I'm getting here. Temperance does represent the sign of Sagittarius. So there could be some Leos dealing with a Sagittarius. There could be some Leos that are dealing with maybe even a Capricorn. The Devil can represent the sign of Capricorn. So there could be a Sag, there could be a Capricorn. That's very significant this week. Now, for some of you, this could be your business partner. This could be someone that you're working with. For others, this could definitely be a family member. This could be a spouse. This could be even a person that you're waiting on. This could be a person you're waiting on a decision from this person. And then for some other Leos, this is... For some of you, maybe you're trying to start a business. I see you working very hard. With the Eight of Pentacles here, this is you really working very, very hard. You're paying attention to the details. You're definitely very focused on something. You're devoting a lot of time and energy into this. So for some of you, you know, I have this Eight of Pentacles. He's looking directly at the Ace of Wands. So you're very, very focused on this new beginning, I feel like, for many of you. Now, for some of you, this is a new job because traditionally the Eight of Pentacles can represent an apprentice. So for some of you, this is definitely a new job. With the Wheel of Fortune, you could maybe be landing the job this week. You might not be starting, but for some of you, you might be landing the job this week. For others, you could be starting with the Eight of Pentacles. Again, it's a worker energy. And for some of you, maybe you're healing financially here. You have a lot of healing energy around you with Temperance and Judgment here. For some of you, could have been dealing with some financial difficulties, but this is definitely your luck changing. This is you healing financially. This is you bringing in more balance here. With Judgment, you're literally rising up from the ashes. This is you being reborn in a sense. This is you starting over. And for some of you, that's with maybe starting a new job. For other Leos, you could be receiving some sort of raise or promotion, and maybe this is something you've been waiting on. With Judgment, for some Leos, this could be you waiting on that legal judgment. You could be waiting on some sort of decision as well. Maybe waiting on a Sagittarius, maybe waiting on a Capricorn individual, waiting on maybe this opportunity to start this new beginning. But with the Wheel of Fortune here and Judgment, this is definitely happening. I do feel like for many of you, the wheel is starting to turn. I know for some of you, you're maybe a little impatient. You want this to happen very quickly, but patience is required. But this is definitely happening for you. And for many of you, this Ace of Wands, if this is a new job, this is maybe your finances really improving here dramatically. So you could have been a Leo that was dealing with some financial difficulties, but this is definitely things turning around for you. This is wonderful. So financially, I see it being a great week for you. And emotionally, I see it being a great week for you as well. I'm just seeing if there's anything else I'm getting here. Yeah, for some Leos, you might be landing that new job this week. So you need to make a decision whether or not you're going to take this job. For some of you with Temperance, you could be taking your time. This could be you taking your time with something, you taking your time when it comes to starting something new as well for some Leos. Yeah, and for some other Leos, for a very small number of Leos, you might have felt stuck. You could have been in a very stressful sort of situation. Now, this could have been a job that was no longer serving you. This could have been an unhealthy relationship. You could have felt restricted with the Devil here. You could have felt tied or trapped within a certain situation. But I actually see many of you, you could be taking back your power in some way. You could be taking control of this situation. For other Leos, you could be receiving some sort of help, but if you were a Leo that was dealing with some sort of maybe difficult situation, I definitely see you freeing yourself. You're definitely moving forward. For those Leos that felt like you were, you know, in a situation that was very difficult, maybe hard to get out of, I definitely see you moving away from that. Absolutely. All right, so additional guidance for Leo. There we go. We have two cards that flipped over pretty quickly. There you go. That's a nice confirmation. So we have victory. We have Omega, victory. Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. So you've been working very, very hard, Leo, and you have, you know, some karmic energies here around you. Whatever you are putting into a situation, whatever energy you're putting into something, it is going to come back to you. So continue on working hard. You're going to be successful. Victory is coming to you. So this is wonderful, especially for those Leos that have been working very hard and they've had to be very patient. Don't worry. This is definitely... you will be rewarded here. This is definitely coming back to you. And then we also have Ray. Yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. So needing to maybe focus on your health, needing to exercise, needing to make that time. You don't necessarily have to do yoga. You can do some sort of other exercise, but needing to pay attention to your health this week as well. For some of you, maybe you just need to meditate. Definitely needing to bring peace to your mind in some way. And then for others, this is just a beautiful confirmation that, you know, you are moving towards being successful. If you're a Leo that has been trying to get a business off the ground or just trying to manifest something new, again, you know, this is definitely happening for you, okay? And I do feel like it's happening on divine time. So this is wonderful. Definitely surrounded by a lot of beautiful energy this week, Leo. So I do hope that you found this reading helpful, and I wish you a wonderful week. Take care.